back. Another video here, chest, shoulder, back, part two. Showing you the jumbo set this week because I did it with arms yesterday. So I'm doing the jumbo set. For this one, it's my back exercises. So I'll show you pretty much what a whole set of that looks like. So you'll see I'll do 3 lat pull downs, and I do a row, and I do it with like the straight bar. I've done it with the straight bar because I don't know where I read this, or I don't know if I watched it. If you get like a supinated grip and you kind of pull it towards your belly button, it kind of engages your lower lat down here, which I previously stated before that kind of my lats needed a bit of work. Need to work on the width of my back a little bit. So everything when I do it back nowadays is pretty centered around, the width of it, not really the thickness of it. So I show that in this one with those videos. And I want to talk about today, starting working out. It's January right now, the gym, it looks like a zoo usually. It's usually how it looks in January. So, but I think starting to work out, it's hard because, you kind of have other, you got an occupation or career, or whatever you got to obviously worry about for most people. And then, you might have other sports you got to play. You got all these other things you got to worry about. So kind of working out kind of falls down that kind of totem pole of responsibilities. I think a good thing with trying to start working out is finding a time of your day that's usually just dead. Like, let's say it's a time of day where you're usually just sitting on your phone, or you're playing games or some shit, or I don't know. It's just it's a time of day where you're just not doing much. I feel like that's a great time to, if you're not working out now, that's a great time to work out in those times. If your New Year's resolution is to start working out, I think is to pick those pockets of time to do it. Because obviously, everybody's busy and what they got going on in life. So I think that's a great way to start. And then, it's hard because, they say you could build a habit in a month, but it takes like 6 months to master a habit. It's roughly around that. It might be like 4 months, but something like that. So if you can kind of get through, I always say the first month is the hardest because it's constantly like disciplining yourself to actually go. So if you can kind of set like a daily reminder to just go, or at least do something in your house, like do some fucking body like push-ups or something, like that's better than nothing, just doing at least a little something. So if you can set little benchmarks for yourself, it's kind of what I was mentioning yesterday, and you go and you just do at least a little something. You don't need to go balls to the wall right off the bat, but if you can kind of just start with doing something moderate and then kind of go from there. Whether you see a certain workout or something online, you can try. I mean, that's a great way to start. I wouldn't say fucking just strictly follow that from here on out if you start working out, but I think that's a great way to start. And once you get in the rhythm of just going each day, it becomes very easy. Like, it's actually easier than you think. It's just, just a daily thing of just going. And once you do that, you'll feel better about doing it. So it won't feel as like agonizing to go. And yeah, I think also too, it can be intimidating, I guess, sometimes to walk into a gym, if you're looking frail as shit, you're looking like you're built out of connects, I guess it could be intimidating from that aspect. But newsflash, no one really gives a flying fuck when you walk into the gym, whether you're fucking skinny as shit or you weigh like 400 pounds, no one really gives a fuck. So I really wouldn't go in there thinking too much. I would just fucking go in there and kind of see where things at and just go for it. I'm telling you right now, there's not everybody there is going to be giving a shit about what you're doing. So don't ever think when you walk into a gym like, oh, everybody's staring at me type shit. Like, you ain't got to think like that. I wouldn't think like that. And I wouldn't I wouldn't put that like label on it, because if you put that label on the gym, like, oh man, I look like shit, like everybody's gonna look at me, like you're never gonna want to fucking go to the gym. Like it's just a flat out fact. So I think if you could just get yourself, get a partner too. That's actually a good thing. I actually never did that. I just I just started working out by myself. I never had like a workout buddy or partner. So if you got somebody that's like got pretty identical schedule to you, that's quite ideal. Because if you getting somebody with a different workout schedule, that could be a challenge to try and time and coordinate schedule. So the more similar the schedule, the better for that. So, but that is definitely a good thing. I would recommend too, having a workout buddy to kind of push you. So I will say though, it's kind of, see, I'm such like I've worked out by myself for so long. It's like I'm so used to that, and I always hear people that like work out in pairs or like trios or whatever, to call it whatever, and then they're like, oh, like I had to go to the gym today, but by myself, like my workout sucked, because I'm like, I understand it, because you're so used to that kind of like push from your friend or whatever, or your friends. So that's why I caution that you actually, personally, I think you should go by yourself to start. That way you build a self-motivating factor in you to kind of go to the gym. Because, yeah, you could be working out with your partner or whatever, and then what happens if he gets injured or some shit, or he gets really sick or something? It's like, now you're just not going to go to the gym, you know? Especially if you're trying to build a new habit, just having that, something inconceivable happen like that. I'm not saying that's going to happen. I'm saying that just life shit just happens, you know? So I do caution with kind of the workout buddy kind of in the beginning, just to kind of establish instill like a self-motivating, like, how can you push yourself to the next, like, how can you push yourself in the gym, you know? I'll definitely have a video on motivation, because I think it's a good topic. I don't know, it gets talked about, but I don't think it kind of gets talked about as much. So that definitely will be a video, whether I'll probably put on one tomorrow, but I'll definitely talk about that in the future. But I thought I'd just mention that because, you know, it's January, you know, some people out there got their New Year's resolutions. And if also you're a season lifter, you know, it's always good when the New Year's starts to like set out like a whole new, like, forget last year, let's hit these these benchmarks, let's hit these weights. Let's maybe go to the gym for a little longer, or maybe I got more going on in my life. Let's do a little shorter, but also, you know, incorporate maybe like a drop set, or like a, you know, quicker recovery, like 30 seconds between sets, not 2 minutes. Like you make those small changes, if, you know. So I think that's good too, if you're like a seasonal kind of lifter, or whatever type of lifting experience you have, to kind of also do things like that too. I think sometimes that could get kind of lost in kind of everything, just kind of the constant grind of working out. So yeah, I thought I'd mention that. So I will show you this jumbo set of back now. So that was the whole back jumbo set, if you will. I got a benching next week. I'll show you what all those sets look like. Tomorrow I plan on getting the legs out. I'll show you the deadlift. You know, so I got a bit of a love-hate relationship with it, but I'll show you those sets. Come up with a new topic, and yeah, that's all for this video. So I appreciate you if you tuned in all the way, and I'll see you in the next one. Deuces.